the vote percentage of the UPA versus the NDA, and then we look at the Congress and the BJP as they stand alone as political parties, and from there we'll go on to see Rahul Gandhi, is he a serious challenger to Narendra Modi? That's the question. But just behind J.M. Rook, our resident cephalogist, we are looking at these vote shares: 44.1 to the NDA and 30.6 to the UPA. The others get 29.3, and that's how it's stacked for the entire political class.
Navika, this 40.1 is a historic high. The NDA has actually never crossed 40 in the past. So this is a historic high. For the first time, you're actually seeing a 9.5% gap between the NDA and the UPA. That is also sort of the largest gap we have seen so far. Post Balakot, things may change afterwards.
But Jay, many will ask you, is this the euphoria which is hitting you after the Balakot airstrikes? Is the story the same in rural centers where issues are really jobs and farmer distress?
No, actually it's very surprising. Post Pulwama and Balakot, we've actually seen migration of scheduled caste voters and NBC voters towards the BJP. It's not necessarily that the upper class and upper caste voters are causing this result. Across northern India, we've seen the lesser privilege moving to the BJP according to the survey.
Okay. So that's the story, and is it only to do with Balakot airstrikes, or have the schemes of the NDA government, Prime Minister Narendra Modi spearheading most of these schemes, has that worked? And let's look at the numbers. This is 283 for the NDA, and for the UPA it's 135. Well, if we can just go back to the last graphic, I just want to point out one picture that many of our viewers will look at, which is, if Rahul Gandhi is painted as the leader of the UPA, will that, so-called alliance ever be together with the 125 others that we are talking about?
That really is the key. Now, for the first time, the Congress is in a position where the third front parties are almost close to it in the number of seats. They might actually dictate who the prime ministerial candidate should be.
All right, and let's look at how it's changed between January and March. January, the NDA was poised at 252. It is at 283 today, 31 seats up. The UPA 147 down to 135, 12 seats down, and the others 144 to 125, that's 19 seats down. So 31 that the BJP is gaining is at the cost of both the UPA and the others. And now let's take a look at the BJP and the Congress numbers. And that is the big number everybody wants to see. Well, the BJP stands at 241, down from 282 in 2014, and the Congress party at 91, not crossing the 100, stays in double digits, and others getting 211. Jay, is it possible that we have a simple mathematics where this and this can come together to try and keep Narendra Modi out with these numbers as they are tracked today?
Navika, now for that two things need to happen. First, the NDA's allies need to disintegrate and come out of the NDA bloc, which is currently at 283.
Can't that happen with Shiv Sena crying every other day?
I do not see that possibility. I mean, you could have splits in the JDU and the LJP, but then the opposition will remember history. There was that famous February 1999 confidence vote. 269, 270, and the opposition couldn't make themselves together. That 272 of Sonia Gandhi never happened. So I don't know if that is the sort of risk the opposition is going to take.
Well, so ladies and gentlemen, these numbers tell you that Narendra Modi is the most favored candidate as per our opinion poll to be the next Prime Minister of India. Let's take a look at the big takeaways from the numbers that have been thrown up. The first one, post Balakot surge for NDA in Hindi heartland has really scripted this kind of a result for the NDA. Also, let's look at the fact that it is really the 5 years later, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the most popular leader and his popularity is intact, ladies and gentlemen. India is not confident of completely glueless Gathbandhan which falls apart at the drop of a hat, and delay in forming alliances to hurt Rahul Gandhi's Congress, because even with the known alliance partners like Lalu Prasad Yadav, he hasn't been able to fix it.
See, the key is the BJP's dexterity in accommodating allies. I mean, given by the vote shares in Maharashtra since the 2014 assembly election, the Shiv Sena technically should not have got more than 13 or 14 seats. They've given them 23. The JDU, having a far less vote carrying capacity than before, being a shadow of its former self, still gets an equal share to BJP in Bihar. That dexterity to accommodate allies, accommodating the AIADMK, giving up their strongholds in Chennai to AIADMK, I think the BJP has gone every mile.
The BJP has made room for everybody, and BJP has breached new frontiers in Odisha, in West Bengal, even getting a seat in Kerala, and that's how it has increased its footprints.